Welcome back to Door Points, everybody. Hello, it's Ron, and we are going to do another Demo Days. Yes, Demo Days episode 4. It is 10 more free-to-play games on the PlayStation Store, starting with Chorus. Yes, Chorus is a space game. It is pretty good looking. This whole list actually turned out to be pretty great, of course. You know, there's always a dud in there somewhere. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, Chorus is real good looking. I wouldn't say it handles as good as Star Wars Squadrons. I actually preferred Star Wars Squadrons over this, but I like the look, and the handling is different enough where it's definitely its own game. But do I like that handling? Not so far. It's definitely going to be one of those things that you have to get used to. And the fact that you're probably playing the whole game in space, and it's probably all on a ship fighting, you better really like that interface and the way the ship handles. So, yeah, that is a big deal. Chorus! Yay! Okay, speaking of the dud, God, it came sooner than I expected. Honor and Duty! And Duty... Indeed, Duty with 2 O's. This is a big, stinky stinker. I was looking at it and I was like, it looks stupid and horrible and bad, but it could still be fun to play, right? And it is for a millisecond, but then look at the terrible rendering of my hand, and look at my gun. It looks like it's made of clay. Just everything about this game is cheap, unfortunately, and sadly, as much as I love shooters, this was almost unplayable, but yeah, I don't know. It's still sadly better than like Lair of the Serpent King or Super Kids Racing, because you can actually move and dodge and do the things you're supposed to, but it's all pretty cheap and shoddy, unfortunately. Alright, and now moving quickly on to How to Survive Storm Warning Edition. Yeah, these games are always like $1 or $2 in the PlayStation Store, and I'm always intrigued, but then every time I see the video, I see it's just a top-down zombie horror survival kind of game, and I'm really into those games, but unfortunately I'm playing Dying Light right now, so I'm in no mood and have no reason to pick up a top-down version of that. I really like the style, and everything about it is well done, but it is just a top-down kind of horror survival. Yeah, well done and fun to play. You do die a lot, though. But yeah, sometime in the future, I'll pick that up. Alright, next demo is Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. Hey, anybody remember Fist of the North Star? No, because you are not old like me. I went and saw this movie in the theater. That's how old I am, people. Good God, Fist of the North Star. And why are they making a game about it in this modern age? Plop! Big puddle of blood. Yeah, super violent cartoon if you've never seen it. It was great for its time. I'm sure it's aged horribly. But yeah, why are they making a game of this now? It is actually fun to play, but you know, thank God it's a demo, because that's all the taste I needed. Alright, moving on to Grim Legends 2. I had no idea what this one was when I downloaded it, and I thought it was some kind of fantasy role-playing kind of game, and I guess it is. Yeah, it's weird how their mouths move. But it's basically a point-and-click kind of puzzle solver game where each screen is kind of a page and you have to look at it and investigate. And there's some cinematics in between, of course. But it looks a lot like some of those cheap phone games. Not cheap, but those phone games you see commercials for. And it has that vibe. It probably is a phone game. But it is of a higher caliber, I have to say. And I played enough of this demo where I think, you know, if this game was super cheap, like a couple bucks, I might be interested in finding out what the story is here, because it's pretty intriguing. The puzzle solving and the interaction is pretty arduous. I'm just not a fan of this style of a game, or point and clicks in general, but I don't know, I'm intrigued by the story, I gotta admit. Yeah, so there you go. Alright, next demo is Tembo the Badass Elephant, and I could tell right away this was gonna be up my alley. This game is just good. And yeah, the moment this is less than $20, yeah, $20, I'm gonna pick it up. But yeah, really well made. I thought it was gonna be a little even cheaper than this, but it's really cool. And I don't know. It's surprisingly fast paced, and you got to think about everything. You go through each level, and you pick up people, and they start riding on your back, and you have to take out the terrorists and do all these kind of, I guess you could call them obstacles. Go through all these obstacles and kind of puzzly environments. Yeah, I mean, the first level was alone. Well, the tutorial is a little boring, and that kind of set me up for actually being kind of blown away by the first level, because this is just the first level, and the tutorial's like you're just walking in the woods. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, Tembo, amazing. Mr. Driller Drillland, this is actually a game that I got on the PlayStation Throwback edition. Did anybody else buy that? No. Same amount of people who watched Fist of the North Star. Yeah. I saw the PlayStation Throwback edition for $30 in a bargain bin at Best Buy. That little, like the Super Nintendo Throwback. It's a little console with 30 games in it. And the only thing good that even looked remotely playable on my TV, unfortunately, because nothing's in HD and it's all in, those RC cables, was this game. And, yeah, it's really fun to play, actually. Mr. Driller. And speaking of other things that are very simple but very fun to play, it's Defense Grid 2. This is a free game if you have the PlayStation Now, which is all changing over this month. But yeah, it's one of the many free games on there, and I saw it in the PlayStation Store, because I don't have PlayStation Now, for only $2.99, so I decided to download the demo. And then after a week or so, I finally played it, and I really dug it. But unfortunately, I must have waited a day or two too long, because the game was off sale and back to $14.99 unless you have PlayStation Now. So that's unfortunate. Anyway, it's a tower defense kind of game. You just build towers and upgrade them, and this onslaught of aliens keeps coming through the map, and you have to maintain, like, the situation. It's kind of interesting. I dig it, actually. Alright, moving on to Rock of Ages 2, Bigger and Bolder.
And as I was saying, all major battles in history were won by throwing giant boulders down a hill. Napoleon, what did I just say? How would you defeat the British?
Eh bien, une artillerie très mobile, combinée à des manœuvres qui placent mon ennemi dans une position défavorable.
No, you use a giant boulder. How many times must I explain this?
Mr. Herodotus, I think I'm in the wrong class. We all belong in different periods.
Quiet! You're just trying to get excused from class, aren't you? Well, I tell you...
Wow, a real boulder. I never seen a real boulder before.
Hooray! Now maybe we have a chance against King Richard's army.
Hey, King Richard's army. It's that one coming here to kill us.
Oh!
This game is crazy! I kinda dig it! So the one part of the game is you control a giant boulder and you direct it towards their castle. And that's the first half of the game, and then it's castle defense after that, where they get to throw the rock at your castle gate, and then you have to set up different defenses to try and stop the boulder. That's pretty much the whole game. So as weird and interesting as this is, I could kind of see getting tired of this. It's very, what's the word, kitsch or whatever. It's of the moment. Yeah. I don't know. It's so cool and such an original thought, and I just love that they made a game like this, but at the same time, I wouldn't pay $20 for it. It would get old after a while, I think. Plop. Killed King Richard there. And watch him dance! Yeah, Rock of Ages. Well done, people. Alright, now this next one is kind of special because this game doesn't exist anymore. And for some reason, the demo is still in the PlayStation Store. So this is the 10th and final game of the night, but this is more of a special treat. And also, if you can get this demo in the PlayStation Store, do it, because there is no other version of this game available, because it is a telltale game. And they are back in some form, but they basically went out of business, and so all their older games just kind of, a lot of them, not all of them, but some of them just, they don't exist. You can see them in the PlayStation Store and other places, but you can't purchase them. So it's a big bummer. But hopefully things will change. So here's hoping, and here's a little treat. Enjoy.
This is the Nova Corps. We have a situation. Thanos is here.
Destroyer of worlds, big glowy gauntlet, wrinkly chin. Yeah, I've heard of him.
You have to help us. This is a priority 1 distress call, Star-Lord. I know we rarely ask for your assistance, but we're desperate.
Sounds like fun. Count me in.
Please hurry.
Time to rock and roll.
Peter! Looks like death out there.
Business as usual.
I'm not complaining.
Gamora, heads up! Quick! Tools! Now! Thanks, Yumi. And fixed! On to the next disaster. And that is... where to begin? Thrusters fried, compilers spitting out carbon. Oh, and now Groot's on fire. Groot's on fire!
Peter!
I am Groot.
Oh, Groot says thanks. Wait, if you're all here, who the hell is flying my ship?
Do not distract me, Star-Lord. Thanos is here.
Hey, I'm all aboard the Vengeance train, okay? But let's worry about not getting killed before we kill him.
We're on a spaceship, not a train.
Move, Drax! All right, guys. Let me show you how it's done.
Oh yeah, there you go. That was the special treat for the night. Good night for now. Dork points fully earned. And by the way, if you do own this game in some form, I'm coming over to your house. Yes, yes, yes.